Uncover your wholehearted self. Uncover your wholehearted self. It is our birthright to live from a wholehearted perspective. What gets in the way of that? Think about it. Typically, it's other people and what they think of who we are. It's usually the thoughts of ours about the thoughts coming from someone else. And when their thoughts of fear, because if they're not God-centered, they're coming from a perspective of fear when they're judging you. And think about this. Their fear bumps up against your fear, and what do you get from that? Ultimately, more fear, correct? So rather than be so concerned about what other people think of you, who you are, what you said, what you did, come from the wholehearted perspective of being authentically who you were meant to be. You are a fantastic individual who's living in the heart of God. Be brave in that and courageous in that. We only have the precious presence. Try to say that 3 times. Precious presence and precious present moment. If we let too much time pass, we may miss an opportunity. And then what happens when we miss our opportunity? We feel discouraged, down, creating very low energy for ourselves. Stand in that knowing that you were meant to express all of who you are. I heard a quote. The quote goes like this: take massive, imperfect action. When you take massive, imperfect action, you know that what you are attempting to do for the very first time is not going to be perfect. No one does something perfect on their first try. Discomfort is a side effect of growth. Don't you love that? So when you're feeling uncomfortable in you expressing who you really are, and if you feel a little discomfort, that's okay, because you're growing. You know, the synapses between the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of our brain, we're able to build that part of our brain. And that says a lot for those who are past a certain age. We can still create a healthy brain by attempting to do things for the first time that we've not ever attempted to do. So Reverend Linda started a series for the month of May. Her series is based on the book, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. A big takeaway for us is to remember to live wholeheartedly, fearlessly, passionately, without regret. Toss in a little bit of vulnerability and maybe a whole cup of faith, maybe 2 cups, maybe 3 cups of faith. She has 10 guideposts. Reverend Linda has brought us through to 7. Today, since I couldn't decide whether to do 8, 9, or 10, we're going to do all 3. We're going to, because of the time factor, we're going to dip our toe into 8. 8 is, but first of all, let me share this. She points to ways for us to dig deep, and we must get deliberate about the way we live and love, pray and meditate, and get intentional. She wants us to get intentional, and she wants us to get going. We're going to, as I said, take a peek at Guidepost 8, that's cultivating calm and stillness, letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle, and Guidepost 9. Guidepost 9 is all about meaningful work. Meaningful work, letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. Then we're going to dig deep into our courage for Guidepost number 10. I expect that you're going to dig so deep into your courage, you're going to dance on the floor, down the aisles, in the front. You're going to dig deep today. We must dig deep into our courage. Oh, by the way, Guidepost number 10 is all about cultivating laughter, song, and dance. We must dig deep into our courage, and Brene says, grant ourselves the freedom to unleash the passionate, the goofy, the heartfelt, and soulful expressions of who we are. When we constantly betray ourselves by not living our whole heart, living from a place of our whole heart, it's easy to betray other people. Easy. I just imagine, as Brene was, she seems to be a person that's very left brain. Or is it the right brain? But she seems to be very brainy, you know? She seems to be in her head about a lot in her life. And I imagine, because her book is a #1 bestseller in the New York Times, I imagine that she leaned into the presence of God. She had to have done that in order for her to have this beautiful, successful book. I believe that is the reason her book is a #1 seller. It's an easy read. It's an introduction to some and a reminder of others, to others. We're going to start with Guidepost number 8, calm and stillness, letting go of anxiety. And we're going to start with the music, Holy, 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 by Karen Drucker. And we're going to meditate. You'll hear 3 chimes to start, and then 1 chime at the end of the meditation. And I believe Holy, Holy, Holy is coming up soon. Allow your attention to just float on the sound until it disappears. Begin relaxing by closing your eyes behind closed lids.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy.
Lower your shoulders away from your ears.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy.
Slow your breathing.
We are holy.
Big inhale in.
We are holy, Spirit divine.
And very slowly exhale it out.
Holy, feeling holy.
Again, a big inhale in.
Healing me. Holy, open my heart.
Rest at the top, hold it there.
Allow me to see.
And exhale it out.
Beauty and holy. We are holy.
Again, big inhale in.
You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy.
Blow it out.
Holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy,
We're present right now. We have nothing to do, no place to go. We are here. Allow your mind to be at ease. Calm your thoughts. No judgment. Just focus on your breath, inhaling in and inhaling out. Allow your breath to return to its normal, slower pace. It's okay to rest here in the stillness. There's nothing forced in this space of stillness and quiet. We're simply being. Imagine a clear brook with the water easily moving over and around stones in its path. It isn't forcing its way. It's simply in the flow. Breathe. 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 When you're ready, open your eyes. Brene Brown describes calm in this way. She says, calm is a perspective around mindfulness while managing emotional reactivity. Feel what comes to the surface without reactivity. Rather, take a breath. Wait. Respond with love and wisdom. She defines stillness in this way. Stillness is not about focusing on nothingness. It's really about creating a clearing, if you will. It's opening up an emotional, clutter-free space and allowing ourselves to feel, think, dream, and question. Guidepost number 9. We're still uncovering our wholehearted self. Meaningful work letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. Do you think that everybody else has special gifts and not you? If you are, you're not alone. But the truth is, we all have special gifts. However, if our special gifts don't seem big enough or important enough, if it doesn't feed our family and we don't earn money from it, we tend to discount our special gifts. To overcome self-doubt and the supposed to, we have to start asking questions and owning the messages we get. When we ask questions and we get a message, we tend to not pay much attention to it because it's maybe something we don't want to hear or uncomfortable in hearing. But ask the question, what am I afraid of? What is on my supposed to list? Who says and why? What brings meaning to your life? That is what we must define for ourselves, because no one can decide for us, absolutely no one can decide for us what makes us come alive. Brene says, like our gifts, our talents are unique to us, to each one of us. Your gift is really what connects you to the divine. We struggle and we feel disconnected when we don't use our God-given gift. We search for connection by looking outside of ourselves. But God isn't up there, out there. God is right here with us right now. We have multiple passions. Marcy Aberher, author of One Person, Multiple Careers, is a model for work-life success, discovered that slash careers express our multiple passions, our talents, and interests that a single career cannot. Here's an example. A longshoreman slash documentary filmmaker. A lawyer slash chef. A surgeon slash copyright. I bet you have some slashes. Don't be afraid to live from your wholehearted being and own all of who you are and your interests and the things that make you shine bright like a diamond in the sky. We're still uncovering our wholehearted self. Guidepost number 10. Are you ready? I'm ready. One of Brené's favorite definitions of laughter comes from the writer Lamont. Laughter, she says, and Lamont says this, laughter is a bubbly, effervescent form of holiness. And then Brené Brown says, amen. Laughter is a necessary part of the human experience. Laughter is healing. Robin Williams, I love this movie. And I'm not one to watch a movie. Once I've seen it, I'm done with it. But this movie, I enjoy watching it. Haven't watched it in years, but now I'm going to. This movie by Robin Williams portrays a non-conventional doctor in the movie Patch Adams, providing how laughter aids in healing and the body. And we have a clip.
Universal Pictures presents.
You are not cut out to be a physician.
Our job is improving the quality of life, not just delaying death.
The true story of a man who broke every rule
Why am I such a threat to you, sir?
Because what you want is for us to get down there on the same level as our patients.
and proved that laughter
Donner, party of 50. Donner, party over here.
truly is the best medicine.
Complete.
Don't you love that someone is brave enough and courageous enough to dig down into their wholehearted self, to be unconventional in a prestigious career that one believes, and you've got to watch the movie, one believes that you're supposed to be stoic and not really care much about anything other than being stoic. You see, because I'm a doctor and Nothing you say or do really matters much because I'm stoic. He was brave enough, you've got to watch this movie. And I believe that, I know he's still living, and I believe he's still working. Watch it. Oprah interviewed him, and it was Oprah was kind of, I think, from my perspective, if it sounds like I'm judging, I'm not. But Oprah was kind of like, and so you're a real doctor? Yes, he is a real doctor. Throughout history, humankind has been and remains social beings. Aristotle was the first to acknowledge that humans are social animals. We leak emotions. We share mirror neurons that allow us to match others' emotions unconsciously and immediately. That's a Forbes report. And from the National Center of Biotechnology, National Library of Medicine, and National Institute of Health comes this report. Humans are inherently social. Everyone needs social connections in order to survive and to thrive. Well, let's get social. Are you ready? Yes, you are. We're going to do a sing-along. Now, some of you will recognize this particular song. This is just a sing-along, okay? We don't have the words up. Forgive me for that. But the chorus is very easy. And we've got some people who were here a long time ago when we used to sing this song all the time to do the verse. Y'all ready?
We brought the kids in.
Yeah,
Remember that? We brought the kids in?
Yeah,
Here
we
we
would
go.
bring the kids in and sing this song. Love is something if you give it away.
1 and 2. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you'll end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold on tight and you won't have any. Lend you spend it and you'll have so many, you roll all over the floor. Love is something if you give it away, come on and give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you'll end up having more. It's just like a magic penny, hold on tight and you won't have any. Lend and spend it and you'll have so many, you roll all over the floor. Love is something if you give it away, come on and give it away, that's right, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you'll end up having more.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay. Woo! Well, Barbara Ehrenreich draws on history and anthropology to document the importance of enjoying what she refers to as collective ecstasy. Fear and anxiety seems to be extremely pervasive, so what better time to do what's natural? So natural for our species, and that's getting social. Now, remember, I talked to a few of you out there, and I said to you at the end of the talk, I want you to dig deep into your courage and get social. So now, we're going to listen to this song, and we're going to dance. I want you to get up on your feet and dance. If you don't feel like getting up, then wave your arms in the air like you just don't care who's watching. All right, so now, This or Something Better by Karen Drucker. We're just gonna dance. Y'all ready? I want y'all to dance. Oh, well, they can't stand up until they hear some music. Here it comes. All right, let's get a little volume. Woo!
This
Or something better
is waiting
waiting
for me.
Woo!
I know that this or
Or
something better is the key that will set my heart free. I'm gonna let go of control.
Woo!
I'm gonna get out of my way.
Yes.
I know the universe
Universe.
conspires
The universe is conspiring.
to bring me heaven today. I know that this or something better is waiting for me. I know that this or something better is the key that will set my heart free. I'm tired of playing it small,
Yes.
of doing what I think I should. The universe stands up to meet me, to claim my highest form of good. I know that this or something better is waiting for me. I know that this or something better is the key that will set my heart free.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Woo. Okay, so now in closing, if I can catch. I know, right? Woo! I needed that, Jim. We're not sure if the master teacher, Jesus, danced. However, dancing did happen at the weddings. Men danced with men, women danced with women. He turned water to wine at his mother's request. And in doing so, that allowed the parties to last a long time. They were extended. So, it is believed that Jesus did dance. And remember, take massive, imperfect action. No one is perfect at something on the first try. Discomfort is a side effect of growth. Uncover your wholehearted self and allow today's experience to open the doorway to more of your authentic self to be expressed. You have gifts. Remember that /career thing, right? You have gifts, and you are a gift. Perfect at times, perfectly imperfect at other times, and that's okay. We're all okay. Uncover your wholehearted self and continue to dig deep. Now, as you prepare your tithes, gifts, and love offerings, we would like to remind you of the good that you allow us to accomplish in the form of Sunday services, our classes, and other events, as well as tithing to local organizations such as the Reverend Carroll Scholarship Fund. And at the end of the appreciation, Ganera is going to share something with us about that. And also Tarrant County Food Bank, the Awareness Project, and Grace. You make a difference. All of you make a difference. Also, we remind you that we are accepting donations to pay down the balance on our line of credit. You may recall that we had to borrow against it because 2 air conditioners went out at once. If you donate any amount, please mark that on your check or use an envelope you'll find in the pew pocket in front of you. And please designate it that it is, in fact, for that loan. The ushers will invite you to come forward row by row to drop your offering in the basket in the front here, and then you'll take an affirmation. If it's not your Sunday to give, that's okay. Just come up and get an affirmation to guide you on the week. Also, please join us as we affirm our offertory blessing. Together, Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Father, Mother, God.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we move into the week, let us remember to live from a wholehearted perspective and dig deep into our courage to be our authentic self. Now, for our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a good week.